You're watching 12 News Sunday.
Arizona's news station.
From the beginning, I have said that the Haitian dictators must go. Tonight, I can tell you that they will go.
A weekend full of high-power talk saves us from going to war. Good evening, I'm McClary.
And I'm Debruhl. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Well, it came down to the last possible minute, but in the end, it was the military dictators in Haiti who blinked.
U.S. warplanes were literally in the air when an agreement was reached to prevent an invasion of Haiti. And that agreement came as a result of intense negotiations headed by former President Jimmy Carter.
President Carter and his delegation were supposed to leave Haiti at noon today, but they kept talking, trying to convince Haiti's military leaders to step aside. In the end, it was not a threat, but reality that convinced them.
It was signed after Haiti received evidence that paratroopers from our 82nd Airborne Division, based at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, had begun to load up to begin the invasion, which I had ordered to start this evening. Indeed, at the time the agreement was reached, 61 American planes were already in the air.
The deal will give military leaders amnesty and allow them to stay in power until October 15th. That was a compromise by the U.S., who wanted them out immediately.
We achieved the goals of our policy. If we could do that to minimize the risk to American troops, that seemed a very prudent thing to do, and we did it.
But U.S. troops are still heading to Haiti. Tomorrow they will land to help what they hope will be a peaceful transition. But still, those troops will be taking no chances.
The risk of paramilitary or guerrilla activity has always been there, no matter how we went in. We believe that risk is minimized by the agreement.
The agreement means that exiled President Jean-Bertrand Aristide will be returning to power.
I ask that all Haitians remember what President Aristide said just a couple of days ago. No vengeance, no violence, no retribution. This is a time for peace.
U.S. troops are expected to stay in Haiti for several months and then turn peacekeeping duties over to the United Nations.
Among the U.S. forces still going to Haiti is at least one Phoenix soldier, 22-year-old Chris Donahue. From school at St. Mary's to Somalia and a Purple Heart, Donahue now faces going into Haiti with the 10th Mountain Division, where things will be dangerous, trying to restore democracy. His family knows it's Chris's job, but to remind us of the danger, they're tying yellow ribbons on trees at their North Phoenix home.
My brother shouldn't be in Haiti, and that the president wants to do this for political reasons, whatever, we don't know.
There's 20,000 men over there, men and women, and we want all of them to come home safely. These ribbons won't come down until he comes home.
The Donahues know it could take months to stabilize Haiti, and they say they support their son and all the troops. Tasha Donahue wants U.S. forces to stay out of Haiti, but a woman from Chandler wants the soldiers in.
Understandably so. She was born there, and Vicente Arenas was with her when the president told the country an agreement had been reached.
Political turmoil forced a young Michelle Schulte and her family out of Haiti 34 years ago. Her father was a general who was asked to resign under President Duvalier. The family feared for their lives and came to the United States.
And straight ahead, Haitians await their destiny as U.S. military forces stand by.
Schulte keeps up with developments in her homeland. She kept her television tuned to continuous coverage of the showdown between her new and old countries.
I think it's great that they did come to an agreement not to have the invasion, although we still need the occupation.
They are essentially a crowd assembled by the government. They've been shouting.
Why do you think we still need this presence of all the troops in Haiti?
Oh, we need the presence very badly because of the atrocities and to restore peace and to bring security.
Former President.
The question now is, will the forces help restore democracy for Haitians? For that answer, we went to ASU military science professor Donald Daglish.
That's a fine idea, except insofar as it only works if they're also subordinate to some sense of law.
That means Haitians will once again have to peacefully accept Jean-Bertrand Aristide as their democratic president until their next election in a year. Do you think it's going to take a long time for things in Haiti to get back to normal?
It's going to take a while, but it's going to get back to normal, I'm sure. It'll take a little while to give security and confidence to the people.
Haiti is still a troubled country.
Schulte hopes to return to Haiti someday and visit old friends and relatives. For now, she plans to watch the events unfold on TV until she feels it's safe to go home. Vicente Arenas, 12 News Tonight.
Michelle has not been back to Haiti since she left in the early 1950s.
In other news tonight, an air race in Nevada turned tragic after a mid-air collision. Now take a look at this home video of the National Championship air races in Reno. A veteran pilot was killed when his plane crashed after clipping another aircraft. The plane crashed into the back of a house, narrowly missing some spectators. The pilot of the other plane was able to land safely. It was the second fatality of the week at the air races and the 11th death in its 31-year history. 3 people are in the hospital tonight after a collision between a jet ski and a boat in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The boat had stalled in the water when the jet ski crashed into it. The driver and a child on the boat were thrown into the water. The force of the collision nearly cut the boat in half. The jet ski was driven by an adult with a child on the back. Both of those were injured.
Phoenix police are still searching for a murderer tonight. 21-year-old Juan Guzman was killed last night at a party near 35th Street and Polk. Police say the party was being thrown by an East Side gang. They describe the gunman as being a chubby black male, about 18 years old, who was standing in the back of a red pickup truck. And you can help police catch another fugitive tonight. This man, 41-year-old John Howard Nevis Jr., is wanted for sexual assault on a child. The warrant was issued in Colorado, but police believe he's now here in the Valley. Nevis Jr. is a white male, 5'10", and weighs about 220 pounds. He has red hair and brown eyes. If you have any information about him, please call the Silent Witness Hotline at 261-8600 or toll-free 1-800-343-TIPS, and you can remain anonymous.
It was a busy morning for Phoenix hostage negotiators. First, they were called to the 800 block of East Bell Road. Neighbors said a woman had been dragged screaming through an apartment complex. Now, later on, a security guard saw a man holding a gun to her head. The abduction led to a 3-hour standoff. Police finally entered the apartment and found the couple had passed out from drinking. 29-year-old Rashad Adalameo was arrested. He was charged with domestic violence and aggravated assault.